Alright. I think I played the very original non-director's cut version a long time ago. I think it's the one I had. I didn't remember. But I wasn't a big Resident Evil fan anyway. But here we go. Director's cut RE DualShock version. Not that it matters to me if it's a DualShock or not. But yeah, hello everyone. I don't know, I never played either 1, 2, or 3. I played the on-rail shooter. That was it. What is this? I can't skip this. There you go. Can you give me that intro again? Weird main menu, but what does it say? 96, 98? I think this came out in 96. This would be like a 98 version. But anyway, I looked at the options, did all I could. New game. Arrange, original, beginner. Uh, what is this? Doesn't look like difficulty. Well, beginner, I guess it is. We're gonna go with original. I guess. Chris Redfield, Jill. Some of these pictures, man, they look nothing like what they actually do now. I don't know. I like Jill. Let's do that. I know we get the fantastic live action, corny cutscene. Raccoon Forest, July 1998.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission. No, I haven't found it yet.
This doesn't sound that bad, actually.
Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
Although this isn't the original
It was Bravo Team's helicopter.
cutscene, is it?
Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here!
Joseph!
No! Don't go! Jill, run for that house!
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Resident Evil.
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert!
A dining room.
Okay, well, what an intro. Yeah, the intro cutscene has to be a reshoot. Because some of the voice acting here doesn't really correlate to... Well, I mean, the intro wasn't that bad. The voice acting here seems to be the same, kind of awkward, badly acted. There's nothing inside. Let me look at the controls. L and R don't do anything. I can run with X, or square, my bad. Triangle is usually inventory, I guess not here. Just press start. Combat knife, equip. Get the medical spray, an M9. Back when you can actually afford to put gun names in games. Now, is there a button to attack? Yeah. It's the right bumper. I gotta hold it. There we go. Easy enough. And I am using the analog sticks because this is the DualShock version, so it's kind of appropriate. Got a clock. Dusty looking grandfather clock. Doesn't do anything else. Picture of a woman. Now, I did play the remaster a long time ago on the PlayStation 4. That
What is this?
only went on for like an hour and a half, so I don't know much about
What
this
is
game.
it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Okay. I was kind of surprised. I didn't think Rebecca was in this game. Then again, I've only seen the first 4 characters anyway, so... Like I said, I only played this for like an hour and a half. I got up to a certain puzzle and I just kind of stopped. Didn't really help that it was on PlayStation Plus. So, you know, as soon as I stopped paying for that, I couldn't actually play the remake anymore, which sucks. Game doesn't seem to be that loud, so I can... Oh, wow. It's the mythical cutscene. Looks like shit, but you know. Yeah, I'm not gonna get used to the gameplay here. That's not what I wanted. Now he's become a mere shadow of his former self. Get off me. Can you run back? No, that's as fast as you can go. I don't think he's actually dead though, right? Nope. You can still... Oh my god. I just want to remind people, I hate quote-unquote survival horrors. So just keep that in mind as you watch me play through this dumb game. We're gonna go beginner because I don't want to be here all day. I want to have like an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours of this game. I don't know, the Resident Evil the theme seemed pretty cool to me at first. But I'm not a big fan of like, I mean, I thought it was cool when it was just you stuck in a mansion with a bunch of zombies. But then it became much more complex than that, and I just kind of stopped caring about the entire premise.
What is this?
You know?
Wow. What a mansion.
You can't skip this, can you? No, you cannot. I'm pressing every button.
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Are you kidding me? You really
Stop
can't
it.
skip any of this?
Don't open that door.
But Chris is...
What is it?
Well, strike number
Please,
1.
Chris.
Unskippable cutscenes.
Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert.
A dining room.
Alright. I was gonna skip on Big Bro over there, and we're gonna go the other way. Still gotta talk to Barry, though.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
But yeah, there's gonna come a point. I better get to a save point, actually. I don't want to do all that again, but it comes to a point where I kind of just think games like these are like, what's the word I'm looking for? They gave them a wrong genre, if I would say. I get the feeling survival horror is more about the actual horror and the survival. Games like this just make me think more of a puzzle-solving horror. I think that's what it should be called, to be honest with you. And if you want to be a meme lord, just call it Shit's Locked horror. Well, shit's locked. You know. I'm gonna have to fight this thing. Somehow. Let's see. I could probably get him a couple times. That's not very fast. And then back away somehow. This is gonna be hard, though. And I'm gonna get pissed off. Get off me. I know you can run past most things. There's like a mode in the remake where you can... Well, there's a zombie that just tries to get close to you and runs to you. To make it more difficult, but... Oh my god. Horror-themed action-adventure. I think that kind of makes more sense. Oh, he's not coming this way. Yep, Kenneth. A shadow of his former self. What a thing to say when somebody's dead. Oh, look, his head. Anything else? No. Come on, dickhead. I'm not about to do this with you. And I think people hate, well, putting aside what we were just talking about, I can go back to that a different time, but people hate on tank controls. I think they're fine.
Barry?
I think they're pretty fun.
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
Nice.
What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
There's some like slight echoing because of my mic, but I think it fits the game, you know? Anyway. I've only gotten up to the part, like I was talking about, when you have to get out of the closing in room where the roof kind of caves in on you. I have no idea what you have to do after that because I never passed it. So here we go.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
Nice. There is no time to check it. But yeah, I think tank controls are fine. It's very shitty mobility, but it's fine. You can kind of get the hang of it after a certain point. Until you get to like a closed off room or something. Like a little tiny area. Then you should probably worry. But man, I love the PlayStation 1 graphics. They're great. Something with camera angles like this, yeah. Forget you have to press the button. I was gonna say the intro, if you squint your eyes or just close them, it just sounds like the dog sounds just sound like raptors. You might as well just be playing Dino Crisis if you close your eyes. But I know for sure it's a reshoot of the original intro movie. Has to be. It was too well acted. Yeah, I know he said not to go anywhere, but I think the only Resident Evil I've actually sank more than a couple hours into was 7. And that's just because it came with the VR set that I bought.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time, I'll be there.
Alright, Barry. Let's do this. Yeah, I'd enjoyed playing them more. I mean, I played some co-op. I guess I just forgot about that of Resident Evil 5. Because at least it has somewhat decent gameplay. But I'm not a big fan of puzzle solving in my games. It's like I want to play a game, I don't want to have to think that hard. Yeah, 5 just... it seems fun to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't like the piss filter because of the era it came out in. I think a zombie comes after you or something and you have to like block him in or whatever. Might be bugging here. Alright. It's like something like this is like... I'm trying to get my thoughts correctly. When I think horror, I don't think having to solve logic puzzles like it's an IQ test. You know what I mean? It's like if you're stuck in a situation like this, why in the hell would there be logic puzzles everywhere? Even worse, if you get to a point in a horror game and they have you solve like math puzzles. I got something. And it's my fault for not paying attention. It was probably a file, not gonna lie. Can I read it? No, I cannot. Other stick doesn't really do anything. This door is probably locked. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. A map, you say? I was trying to figure out the buttons, but it's not working. Oh, it's just here. Alright, well, thank you. Yeah, that's why I'm a big proponent of horror games being more atmospheric and less jump scary and monster chasing you. At that point, you don't need the puzzles and you don't need anything to pace yourself. It's when I played that one button for the, what the hell, I'll just go through here. I played that one backrooms game where there's nothing actually chasing you, you're just going through the back rooms and it's full of ambience and atmosphere. I can tell you, I never felt more shitless scared than when I was playing that. Even though nothing happened. I think that's a much better approach when it comes to horror. Oh my god. Forgot that happens. It's such a big gaming moment, and I just forget about it. Nice, Jill. You're looking 2 different directions. It's locked. Carving enough armor. And then it's like, would a big mansion really have magical, like, weird carved keys corresponding to different areas? To be found in the most weird of places? This is the bathroom. Yeah, you can't just be stuck in the same, like, house forever. There's gonna be something happening. I mean, there's a reason horror movies aren't, like, more than 2 hours long or something. It just loses its marvel. Oh, there's nothing here. Or maybe I'm stupid. Nothing useful. I can't think of any old game that I would say was actually scary to me and not just frustrating because I had to do puzzles or it was just boring. Well, I played the spooky month where I played a spooky game every day. I gotta say, some of them were actually spooky. Some. What a badly designed hallway. It just feels so straining. Is it just me or is it just so thin of a hallway? Yeah, some of the dimensions are off. I think maybe it's on purpose, like design-wise. For the game developers. It just feels so ominous. Yeah, I think I got like that with oh, it's this room. I'm not dealing with that yet. I gotta have a save point. I'm not doing all this again. I will end the stream right then and there. Yeah, I kind of felt that way, as I was saying, in Outlast 1. Oh, for fuck's sake. I know the knife is set to be the best thing in the whole game, but I ain't got time for that. You unlocked it. With what? Yeah, Outlast was just running away from things and not really doing much. And the premise was fine up until, like, the paranormal weird stuff mixed with the science stuff. And the atmosphere wasn't all that, in my opinion. But now that you say it, something like Amnesia would have been much better in terms of atmosphere and stuff like that. It also comes with logic stuff because you have to, like, you can move stuff. The whole point of the game was to show off, like, gravity and physics, I think. So it loses the point. We take the chemical. Yes. I would have to make a comprehensive list of actually scary horror games and, well, adjacent games. Keep forgetting Triangle is back. Yeah, I didn't play Amnesia. Actually, I watched a lot of people play it in the heydays of YouTube, obviously. Okay, there you go. Take one. Don't I need like ink ribbons? It's an old typewriter. If I had an ink ribbon, I could save my progress. Look, I'm not restarting this whole thing, so quick save if it is. This isn't like when I played Contra or anything, but it's still annoying to have to restart from the very beginning. But yeah, invisible threats, stuff like that. I mean, it's the fear of the unknown. That's gonna get you no matter what, and that's kind of what drives atmospheric horror games. Apart from, boo, there's a scary monster chasing you type horror games. The doorknob is broken. Get off me. Ah! I wonder if mashing even helps. Doesn't seem like it. This isn't like the newer ones you can aim at the head and actually do something. I gotta go back and play Dino Crisis again. I got pretty far, like a third in. Or not even, like, maybe 1/4. Probably. I had more fun playing the second one. It was less of a mansion type setting and more of a actually fun jungle setting with little, you know, science bases here and there. Medicinal herbs. I know about the herbs. Any treasure? I was stuttering for a sec. Thankfully, it didn't sound that bad. Use. Cannot use. Combine. Thank you. Actually, caution. You gotta combine 2 herbs, I think, is what it was. I think. Nothing uncommon, as opposed to nothing rare. Oh, wow. Well, we're at it anyway. A lot of old games aren't really horror, as you would, like, in the 2008 era, when PC horror games like Slender and stuff like that were actually coming out. A lot of them are more, oh my god, are more contemporary type old school horror where it's like, it's the implication of a, ooh, super scary thing coming after you. Or, you know, a very basic jump scare. There's a charm to old horror. You know, something like watching The Exorcist is still fun to me. And horrifying in a way. But, there isn't much good in the games department. And like I said, I did play, like, horror games for a whole month. Full of nothing but retro horror games, but I don't know. I can only say like a couple of them actually made me shit myself. They just don't really bring that much of a atmospheric tone to them. It's mostly because of the gameplay and the graphics, I guess. I'm not really scared of like pixels. Need a little bit more polygons for me to actually care. I wouldn't be opposed to going back to them though, just to check some more stuff out. There's a lot of other horror games I never actually got to play at the time, and I'm getting lost. So let's keep going down. I need an armor key or insignia or something. We came from that, I think. want to say. I know in one of these, a zombie comes out of the door. It's really messed up to do something like that to you. The way the door opens really slowly kind of adds to that. Did we go in here? Was this open? Oh god, it was this room. God damn it. I'm just gonna quick save. Nobody will care if I don't. Or do. A tapestry. Nothing unusual. This whole place is unusual. Take the shotgun. Yep. And it begins. Anything else? There's nothing like... You can kind of tell with these old games. Anything that looks kind of painted isn't really interactable. And then things that do look kind of animated are more of stuff that you can move and take. With the exception of like some doors. And the same philosophy kind of carries on later in gaming. This is when you couldn't afford to like have fully texture walls and doors and everything. I think I'm supposed to wait for Barry. I think.
Hey, what's going on?
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah. Okay, well that's... I guess we just go back. Yep, this was this. Don't know why I came here. Let us see. Huh. I don't know what I'm looking at. There was something in the corner, but I'll go back for it later. Let's go meet with Barry. What? Right. Forgot about the dogs. Giving me PTSD of Dino Crisis right about now. Now, I don't know if I should be spamming or not. It's just giving me that impression that when they're down, their animation gives them invulnerability frames, as is normal about these old games. So maybe it's just an impulse that I have of waiting for them to get back up so I can start shooting again. Otherwise, it'd just be a waste of ammo. And I can name a lot of games that do that up until like the 360 era. Even today, a lot of games do that, unfortunately. I think if I go through here, there's going to be a zombie that comes out and starts chasing you, or something like that. At least I remember something being the case, so I'm not going to go that way yet. Let's get this over with Barry.
Barry!
What's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa! This hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Let's try to find
Okay.
it first.
Let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Acid rounds. Don't remember that. Oh, what a mansion. Anyway, let's see. I'll save that. I don't really want to use it right now. Everything's fine. I don't want to use a shotgun either. And then the map is like, what the hell am I even looking at, to be honest? Second floor, I guess. Okay, well that's, yeah, second floor. Where the hell did we come from? Look, I'm lost as it is. Let's keep looking. Any of these doors open now? Shit, it's locked. Carving of armor. And then the save typewriter, I think, is what it is. Yeah, ink ribbon. There you go. 4. Nice. That's it. Oh, we can do this here. Okay. If I ever come back to this version, might as well have this. Yep, got my memory card in there. Nice. Do I even care about going this way again? Can't carry any more items. Well, let's hope there's a trunk save room somewhere. And I don't have to go all the way back to the second floor. It's locked from inside. It's locked from inside. You have used the lockpick. I guess we just keep that then. Okay. Any zombies here waiting for me? No, thankfully. This is what we were talking about. This looks animated as hell, so it's obvious that you can move it. Where to? There's nothing in there. And Jill won't move it anymore, so... Why is there just a potted plant sitting here? Maybe all the way. Map? Can't carry any more items. Well, I guess we kind of have to go back then and save. Put some stuff away. Yeah, there's no doors on the other side, so we'll just have to come back after saving everything. And if I can remember where the trunk is at. I'm just going this way just to check if I can open a door or something. Maybe get a faster, like, shortcut or something to whatever the door was for the save room. It wasn't that way. That's gonna be the way to the clock room. Did we go through here? I don't remember going through any second floor door. Carving of an armor. Yeah, this makes no sense to me. Okay, we're in that hallway. That's the stairway. Locked. Locked. No save room, I don't think. It'd be a one-door room, so... Shit's locked. I think they'll reset every time I go into a hallway. I don't know. But I know he's not dead. I know you have to, like, hit him a few more times before that happens. Let's see. Yeah, let's try going down this time. Right. Nice. There we go. I don't think I need that right now, and I'm not going to use some of that. Ink ribbons. I can quick save. I'm not going to use the shoddy just yet. Stick with a bunch of pistol ammo for now. And then the healing, I'll save it. I'll try going back to the dining room and then see what happens. There were some items in there I could have gotten. And then if there's dogs again, I think that will confirm my suspicion that shit just respawns. If I can even figure out where we are, obviously. Nope, I thought this was going to be the way. Oh, well, maybe it is, actually. That's the bathroom. This is locked. Yep, the armor thing. I don't hear anything, so I think we're good. Yeah. Been going for about an hour. We can keep going until I die or something. I'm gonna keep abusing quick saves. I don't think there was anything super important here. Maybe there is, but I can always check again. I know there's a zombie that just starts chasing you out of here or something like that, but you can lock him in, I think, maybe? Was it all for an ink ribbon? We'll check. I'm trying to walk back, you know? Get off me. It has to do damage. Fucking bullshit. What if I just do that? I think I just got caught like an idiot. But I ended up killing him. Ah, whatever. It'll be fine. Other door, I think was locked. I don't remember. So many camera angles. I got the emblem. Alright. You're not gonna tell me what it is. Awesome. There's a scratch. Someone may have used it. Doesn't look like an armor. Looks like a shield. We'll work it out somehow. Yeah, it's Kenneth. The one person that was, I don't think, in the intro? How did he even get inside before we did? Alright, well, all this is locked. Yeah. Yeah, everyone just died and shit's locked. There doesn't seem to be anything standing out that isn't hand-drawn here, so I'm assuming there's no item that I need from any of that. And the game's not, you know, sadistic enough to make me play the Moonlight Sonata on the piano either, I hope. Well, color me surprised. A fine grand piano. It's Moonlight Sonata. I promise you I didn't know this was an actual thing. I thought it was a Silent Hill puzzle. That you actually had to play the Sonata. I could be thinking of a different game though. I don't know. The way the fuck Jill knows how to play it is beyond me. But anyway. Alright, no Zombiesy jump scare, I hope. Wow, glass. Hopefully nothing's gonna jump out of that. Take the gold emblem. Got me fucked up if I'm not gonna... I'm just gonna switch them out. Then is that what you're trying to make me do? So what if I do this? No. It's a painted on mirror. What was I thinking? So we get a gold emblem. I'm gonna put that on the mantelpiece, I guess? See, this is kind of what I was talking about when it comes to quote-unquote survival, quote-unquote games. Or horror games. It's like, why in the hell does a big mansion like this have the most intricate, weird, old-ass Greek puzzles? I forgot the name of that one dude that would make these, like, intricate, random-ass puzzles just to, like, hide stuff. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna walk around everywhere until I find something to open. I don't know, it's one of those things that really takes me out of playing games like this. Because it's neither survival, to a certain degree. I mean, I guess if you have a game where you have to manage ammo and health, it becomes survival. By default for some reason. But then you slap horror on top of it. I'm just not horrified, to be honest with you. just think puzzles don't have, they don't really have a place. Carving of a shield. In a lot of games. Because don't get me wrong, I love Tetris. And I love some educational stuff like Brain Age. But not in games like this. It just takes the fun and horror out for me. We haven't been this way though. It's a Zombiesy here. He's gonna have to sit around though. Or not. I needed to push this somewhere, and I don't know where. And there's gonna be something in the statue, maybe, I guess. Some painted glass. Anything in here? Seems to me that stuff kind of gets saved, almost, when you do it, and you leave. Get away from me. Why did you take so many shots? Yeah, I would say they slow down the gameplay for me. But that's just my opinion, anyway. I had to talk with a nice gentleman here on Twitch about that. I mean, I get it's for some people, but not for me. It's like the most recent. I put away the acid. Shit. I'll try going through it. The most recent example I can give you is the back rooms. I forgot the name of it, but it's just you're in the back rooms and nothing's coming after you. The game is just you going through the back rooms trying to make it out. Because the center of it is the atmosphere. The whole point of it is ambience and scaring you with the unknown. And the fact that you may or may not be alone. Which you're not, but there's nothing chasing you. There's no big spooky monster. And we've talked about this. The horror of having a big spooky monster in a game, it stops being about the game being scary and more, oh no, I might die. And have to do this over again. Boo-hoo. That's where the horror gets taken out for me in these types of games. At that point, I'm not scared anymore. I'm just frustrated because I'm going to have to die if I run into this thing. If that makes any sense. And then puzzles kind of serve the same function. Like, you know, when you watch a horror movie, you're not watching a math lesson. You're not watching a main character solve a puzzle. So why do I need that in a game, of all things? And I could say the same thing about adventure games in general, like Zelda and stuff like that. It really pissed me off when I was trying to get through a dungeon or a temple, and then I'd have to solve the most outrageous logic puzzle for no reason. I think the most outrageous puzzle shit I've had to solve lately was in Stellar Blade, where two of these side quests were literally bazooka. Were literally just arithmetic and just math issues. It's Forrest. He's been pecked to death by crows. I better get the hell out of here. I got my bazooka. I'm out of here. And it's like, it'd make sense if they'd given the problem in a more, like, you know, given me an actual math symbol. But they worded it in a way where it's just like, how the fuck am I supposed to, I have to multiply this and this. It wasn't a discernible pattern, to be honest with you, but I digress. Maybe I'm the dumb one. You know, maybe I'm in the wrong. But no, how could I be? It's the children that are wrong. They're out of touch. I have a shield, I don't have a armor. Yeah. Maybe I've seen a shield door, or maybe not. I don't remember any of them having a shield on them. And I gotta get to the save room again so I can get some ammo. It's a lot of yapping though for now. I think the save room was down here. Let's get to that and then come back up. But yeah, it's like, I don't mean to complain, obviously, about all the games I play, but it's just, it's so much more easier, you know, to notice the negative aspects, you know, the bad things about something than it is to point out the good ones. Especially when the bad ones outweigh the positives in something that you're analyzing. I don't think I'll need this yet. And then we have the key, and I'll get some ammo. Why is there 2 ink ribbons? Can I not combine this? There you go. Because, like, I'm not denying you that this game is one of the best, obviously. I'd say it's pretty groundbreaking as far as the horror, quote unquote, genre goes. But you know, I don't glaze things. I'm one of those people that understands that a 5 out of 6 just means it's average, you know? There's nothing wrong with being average. It's just not perfect, you know? Not every game deserves a 8 out of 10, or a 7.5 out of 10, or 10 out of 10 even. There's nothing wrong with being like a 5 or 6. If anything, that's average or above average, which is fine, you know? And I think a lot of game journalists and like reviewers kind of miss that point. I mean, they're all pretty garbage human beings to begin with, but... And they have like the IQ of an ant, but you know, it's just something that has to be said sometimes. Carving of an armor again. Hardcore fans, yeah, that's also somebody you gotta watch out for with the lowest type of IQ. It's like another recent example is Stellar Blade. I think it's a great game. It's a lot of jank. It's not amazing per se, but it is fun. I would give it like a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. It has its issues, but you know, it's not a bad game. It's not terrible. And I'm not gonna be a jackass. I'm not gonna deduct points or anything if I'm rating something just because I don't like a certain part. Doorknob is broken. Like, I can acknowledge Resident Evil is a good game. And I can rate it fairly, but I can also admit that it's not for me anyway. I wouldn't play it myself for long. Because of the puzzles and, like, I just don't like the story that much. I don't think it's that great myself. I think I talked about this so many times before, but maybe not on stream, but I really liked when I used to think that, I used to think Resident Evil was just, you know, killing zombies and being stuck in a mansion stuck with zombies. Then you start introducing mutants and, like, overarching complex plots and shit like that. And you have Wesker and all that, and it's like, well, I don't care anymore. I just did a whole loop, so... Yeah, Stellar Blade is good. It's just not perfect. I mean, it's their first game. It doesn't have to be amazingly perfect. You don't have to glaze it or anything. It's their first game. There's bound to be jank. There's bound to be errors and, like, little design flaws here and there. And that's fine. That's why I say, I've told this to somebody else, but for their first game, it's very well made, well done. For their first non-gacha game, it's very well done. What room is this? Where the hell are... Anyway. But yeah, for their first 3D game, like actually triple or double A game, it's pretty good. That's why I hope for like the sequel, they can at least polish a lot of the jank that the game comes with. And there's a lot. I would even give them more points for using a tried and tested engine, which is Unreal Engine 4. Not the 5th one, which is garbage. You know, a lot of people praise them for optimization, but I mean, they went with an older engine that's already pretty well optimized, so, you know. Some more weird logic puzzles and shit that I would have to solve, unfortunately. But yeah, maybe I'll do a stream on Stellar Blade at some point. I think that'd be great. That'll be pretty fun to go through. Why do I have it in my mind that I've seen somebody use a bazooka to take out the crows or something like that? Maybe I just don't have to... Maybe I just don't make noise or anything. No. The end of life. There's a switch below. And as soon as I do that, I'll get attacked, aren't I? Was I supposed to do anything here? Get off me. As far as like actual atmosphere here, I think the no music route really adds to it. You know, I'll give him that. It's pretty good. This weird little ambient track here is alright too, but I think it's better without the music. There was another door. I think I'll try that. I know we have a map. I don't get it. Specifically this right here. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. Second floor is a little bit more legible, I think. Not too much. Right, we're back here. There's just gonna be a big loop of sorts. We pressed a button, and I have no clue what it does. Unfortunately. I'll take that. Yep, saw that. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit more, but I'm already lost. The one person that knows this game forwards and backwards is not here, so that's unfortunate for me. I gotta keep working on the list. I've already got all the Sony and Sega consoles done. I was gonna get the Nintendo stuff out the way. So I think the next streams will be Sega console stuff. Probably play on the Genesis. I think that one's gonna be a pretty obvious choice of why I picked it. We go through this door. It's locked. Let's try again. Oh, there was a statue. Forgot to get that. I got a blue jewel. Interesting, but not much. You know, while we're at it, I would have thought more people would be watching, considering it's a pretty popular choice game here, but I guess not. It's been a pretty slow week, or a couple weeks lately. I think it's very unfortunate. Because there have been some pretty good games we've covered so far. We've been through here. I'm already getting lost at what I'm supposed to actually do or go. These all need armor. Keys or whatever. But I have a shield. And no clue as to where it would go. You know, that's what I wanted to do, but I wasn't looking at the door anyway. Yeah, we passed through here. There was nothing of interest. Wood is put in the stove. A paper is on the wall. It's locked. I need a helmet key. Well, I think this is it for now. I can try visiting the room with like the two science guys that spit shit at you. If I can remember where that is. Get the mixed herbs. I think we're fine. I wanted to put some stuff away, but I think that should be okay. What was this door? Right. The dumbass crows. I pressed the button. I don't know what it does. A picture of a bold-looking old man. There's a switch below. Will you push it? No. Ah, lively boy. Before you say anything, yeah, I kind of get the point of the puzzle now. It's just why. Entitled From Cradle to Grave. I mean, I get the puzzle, obviously, but it's not a game where you can interact with everything that you can see. So I didn't assume that the paintings had anything of actual importance to him, you know? A newborn baby. It's at the cradle, so... Young man, no. An infant, maybe? And he had a lively boy. That's an old man, young man, and then, let's see. Tired middle-aged man. That's not it. Okay, I guess we're going for young man, and then middle-aged, and then old man. Bold-looking old man. Yeah, I think this goes last. The fact that they called it bold-looking is pretty Pretty off-putting. It throws you off a little bit. And then death. All that, though, for the painting to just come off, you couldn't just take that out on your own. Whatever. This is what I'm talking about with puzzles. Like, you could have just taken the painting off or something. You didn't have to make me go through all that bullshit. Well, I know where it goes to, and I forgot where it is. It is right here, I think. When the sun sets in the west, moon rises in the east, yeah. Oh my god. It's a very simple thing, but at least, thankfully, they just put it automatically. I don't have to manually go through a little UI or anything. Now, where to go? Okay, we're back here. All that for some ammo. And I only noticed it because it's not painted on like the other stuff, like we were talking about early on in the stream. There's nothing here. Well, I'm gonna go to that one hallway, and then hopefully the key opens up one of the doors or something, I don't know. And if not, then it's GG's for the stream. What a hitbox. Oh, for fuck's sake, get off me. And yeah, I see a stairway. I don't think we've been through that. Carving in my helmet. Forgot about that. You know? Why is there so many of you? And they take like 1 billion bullets. I think I have to use the acid on them. Oh, well, this is perfect. Vitamins and serums. Still need a key, and I probably need the jewel for something, so... Can I sleep for health? No. You know? Alright, well... You know, just to have... I mean, I don't mind quick saving, save slot. But just to have... I can put this away, though. Just to have an actual save on the memory card would be nice. So I'm gonna do that, and then that'll be it. Yep, first one. I think we can hold off on playing Resident Evil for, like, the foreseeable future. But yeah, that was RE1, I guess. The original DualShock version. Hope it was enjoyable. Nice, Jill. But yeah, as I always say, until next time then. What a mansion.